Alright, something interesting happened recently. I upgraded shelves in my beer closet. As you can see, this one is leaning. I had an occasion where I was getting worried. At one point years ago, I put on all these supports on all these, every shelf, and I decided to ask for a new shelf for Christmas. I got one. I put it together. So then what I had to do is, this red one was on this wall here to the left, so I had to empty off the shelves and then put the new one in, which you can see is this, just more kind of sturdy metal and board kind of scenario. But the funny thing is, I found this swing top bottle, and it looks like it doesn't have commercial beer in it because this seal is broken, and it says 2012, which doesn't mean it goes back that far. It probably has homebrew in it, but there's no label. There's no writing. I always label stuff. So, like if I do these, I write on the corks, I write on the caps. So I gotta figure out what this is. And I wonder if you guys ever run into mystery beers like this. So I'm gonna open it up and see if I can figure out what it is. Alright, let's see if I can see what happens here. My only guess is this might be the sour cherry funk mild. I'm going to open over the sink in case there's some kind of craziness going on here. Whoa. That was a big pop. Did you hear that? It's not. There's only a little bit of foam. Oh, it might be that. I kind of have a memory of, I never used these bottles, but I was doing it all in 750s and some 12 ounce, and I was like, oh, I just want one more 750, and I had this nice big tall swing top. It's that color. And recently I've had a couple of these, and they've actually been getting a little more carbonated. So this would not surprise me if that's what this was. It is about that color. It's about that smell too. Let's see. Yeah, I think that's what it is. And it was kind of in a bunch of swing top bottles, and maybe in my mind I just set it in with the sour cherry funk mild Belgian cork and cage ones. But then when I was doing the reorg, I just sort of pulled all the bottles off and didn't really pay attention. Yeah, so that's what it is. And actually, it's still, it tastes good. I'm going to actually do a revisit on this beer. I'm going to do a revisit on these Giga Yeast beers this coming summer because they'll be 2 years old. Then I thought that would be fun to get a couple guys together and do the Berliner Blend, Sour Saison, and the Furnace Discharge. No, that's not the beer that I made just yet. Although, could be. Sour Cherry Funk Mild, and see how those beers are at 2 years in. Anyway, this beer actually, at this point, is still tasting good. I've had it recently, so. Never got super sour, but definitely a tiny bit of tartness and a very pleasant Brett character that is feeding off of the mild, the light brown ale. So it is a decent beer. But yeah, so that's the mystery beer. Mystery solved. Catch you next time.